Use the shortcut formula again for variance and standard deviation. That's the one at the top. This is the number of teacher strikes in Pennsylvania. Okay, it's a random sample. So first thing we need is an X column. We're going to add all these up. So we have 9, 10, 14, 7, 8, and 3. Okay, that would be our X's. When you add all that up, you get 51. So the sum of the X column equals 51. Okay, the next thing we want to do is do a X squared column. So we're going to square all of those. So we end up with 9 squared is 81, 10 squared is 100, 14 squared is 196, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, and 3 squared is 9. And if you do the sum of the X squared column after you square them, you end up with 499. Any questions so far? Okay. So now let's start with variance. S squared equals, okay. In this case, we're going to do the sum of, let me highlight them real quick for you. This is the X squared column in the formula. And then this is the sum of the X. That's the one we have highlighted in yellow. Okay, so let's do these. Sum of N, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 data pieces again. 6 pieces of data. Times the X squared column. So 6 times 499. That's the sum of the X squared column. Minus the sum of the X column squared. 51 squared. Divided by 6 times 6 minus 1. Now, I know both the previous samples that we've done have had 6 in the sample size, but that's not always the case. I don't want you to think that. So we just had 6 pieces of data. That's why that's a 6. Now, if you plug that in a calculator, you end up with 13.1. On top, you get 393, in case you want to check the steps. On bottom, you get 30. And when you divide that, you get 13.1. Now, what I have there is the variance. To get the standard deviation, I'm going to do S equals the square root of the variance. And the square root of 13.1 is 3.6. And remember, they usually go out one more decimal place than the data. So the final answer on this one is 3.6.